Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Mornings with Granny. I want to show you some mail that I received before we get started this morning. This came from my friend in Ohio. Always glad to hear from all of you. And this came from a friend in Tennessee. Isn't that pretty? Thank you. And this came from Gretchen in Florida. And her 84-year-old mother made this bookmark. And she made it the old-fashioned way of tatting using a shuttle and thread. Now, you don't see many people that tat anymore. I've only known one other person in my entire life that actually did tatting. That is some craftsmanship. Thank you. And then from Deb in Illinois. She sent this card, and then she sent 2 Bible search books and bookmarks. Thank you, dear. Always glad to hear from you guys. Thank you. All right. I thought our subject would be, is it worth it to work 2 jobs? Now, when my kids were little, I was a divorced mom with 3 little kids. And I worked sometimes 3 and 4 jobs a week. I slept like 4 hours a night because I was working all the time. Now I'm going to share something personal with you that my daughter wrote me when she was little, and I have it framed and I have it hanging on my wall to remind me that time is precious. Children grow up fast. You need to spend time with them. My time is gone with mine. Being little, mine are all in their 40s now, but I still try to spend time with them. And this is to remind me. It says, "Dear Mama, I love you a lot and I wish you would stay home more. I realize we need the money. See, when we get up and get ready to go to school, we're gone all afternoon. When we get home, you're gone. Sometimes you don't get home till midnight and I miss you a lot." And then she drew a heart and said, "I love you." So you need to think, is the second job worth it? Is it worth being away from your children? Now, I worked 2 jobs before I moved back where I'm at now. And one day I got to thinking, is it really worth me working 2 jobs? So I sat down, and me just being by myself, I figured up what I made on the first job, what I made on the second job, and what I spent because of the second job. And I actually was going in the hole. I did not need that second job. In my mind, I thought I was making stuff, but by the time I took my gas off, my clothes, my eating out because I wasn't eating at home, and all those things were factored in, I actually was going in the hole. So you need to stop and think, is your second job worth it? Now, your husband could have the first job and you might have the second job, or vice versa. Or you might be a single parent and you might be working 2 jobs. But you need to sit down and figure out exactly what you are making. You might find out you're not making but 50 cents an hour on that second job. You might not be making anything. You might be just breaking even. Because time you count your gas, your clothes, eating out because you don't feel like cooking, or buying processed foods that are more expensive because you don't feel like cooking, child care, and not to mention the time away from your children. You cannot get that back. I'm telling you from experience, you cannot get that back. So sit down, write down the numbers, put them in front of your face, your husband's face, and see, is it worth it? Because time is more precious than the dollar. Now, this is a short video today. I want to read you a Bible verse. It's King James Version, and you need to read the whole chapter. Proverbs 31 is on the virtuous woman. But Proverbs 31, 25 through 28 says, "Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. I have this on my wall in the living room, this plaque. And like I said, I keep this to remind me of the time I lost. All right, guys, you have a good day, and I hope you give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you please subscribe. Please tell your friends. Let's aim for 20,000. We're at 18,000 something. Let's see if we can't get it to 20,000. All right, guys, have a good day.